What is going on, everyone, and welcome to r/ProRevenge. In today's amazing revenge story, a lazy dude continues to ask his tech-savvy friend to keep fixing his laptop for him, again and again, for free every single time, because he downloaded some crack games and some other adult stuff onto it. Amazing scenes, let's get straight into the story. Hey, can you fix my daughter's laptop for free multiple times? A bit of backstory / personal beliefs. I'm willing to help my friends, but we all know someone who has, or have themselves, a friend who is the group mooch. The kind of person who knows you're getting together and just shows up nothing in hand and expects to be given free food, booze the entire time. Yet sadly, you put up with them till it gets to the breaking point of wanting to beat them senseless with a shovel. This story is about said friend, whom I finally got to the breaking point with. My mutual friend isn't tech savvy, like at all. He has zero respect for tech and constantly uses me as his go-to man when stuff goes sideways, almost always his doing. This is from the olden days of Windows 8, being a fresh hot mess that was the next big thing everyone hated because it took the standard Windows interface, beat it over the head with a bat, tossed the bloody corpse into a wood chipper, then proceeded to light the remaining slurry on fire with military-grade napalm. I hate Windows 8 in case you didn't pick up on that. Oh yes, I did. He had recently bought a laptop for his daughter, since she was starting to need it for school, and he wanted a mobile PC to use when he felt like it. Pretty sure he just wanted it for himself, but he needed to convince the wife to okay the expense. Instead of asking me for inputs, he decides he was just going to go to Big Blue Multi-Story and buy the cheapest laptop model that rhymes with hell. Okay. It took less than a day of him fighting with it to call me and ask if I'd put Windows 7 on it, because he hated Windows 8. I asked why not return it and get a Windows 7 model, to which he responded, "Big Blue doesn't have any Windows 7, only 8, and my daughter really needs this computer." Sure, she does. I agree, and he drops it off within an hour. I should note that this happened just after Windows 8 dropped, and there was no classic shell programs out that simply said, "F off new POS tablet design, we're using the old one everyone knows and can use," so my options were limited. I did an initial look at what I was getting myself into, and lucky me, hell had only put out drivers for Windows 8 for this model. Yay! I do about 6 hours worth of hunting / downloading / tweaking drivers, and praying / cursing the tech gods as I installed Windows 7. I had to cherry pick working drivers for most of the hardware. The rest I got to work through sheer trial and error. I made a restoked disk, backed up and labeled every driver for this system in individual numbered folders in case I needed to redo anything on this POS. My friend is notorious for effing up his computer's operating system. I give him a ring and let him know it's good to go, and he picks it up the next day. Well, that sounds like a lot of work. Less than 2 weeks later, he texts me saying something's wrong with it. It won't do blah blah blah, or I can't get it to do what I want. Shocking, I know. I just restore from the disk I made and give it back the same day. Let's see how long this lasts. Almost a week later, same thing. Again, a quick restore and I give it back. This time, it took almost a whole 3 weeks till I got a text. Now I'm fuming. What the heck is he doing to this thing to F up the operating system? I finally took the time to look at the system and see what the F was going on. He had a bunch of crack games downloaded and was trying to run those, a bunch of virus / malware on it, oh, and a bunch of shady prawn sites in his browser history. I'm livid. The only reason I kept fixing this dang thing was because it was supposed to be his daughter's. I got a hold of his wife to see exactly who was really using the laptop and for what. It turns out he told her it was having issues and he was constantly trying to fix it at home, and even took it to work to mess around with it when he had time. He was a manager at a hut that sells pizza, by the way. He's one of those real hands-on managers who lets everyone know what needs to be done, then F's off into the office. So I get the evil idea of fixing things my way. My first step to fixing things my way was to make an admin account that only I had the info for and limit the other account to a limited user. When I talked to his wife, I got a good idea of what his daughter really likes as far as shows, games, etc. I then proceed to pimp this laptop out for a 10-year-old girl. My Little Pony wallpapers, about 100 on rotate, the entire My Little Pony cartoon show stored directly on the computer, Bratz, Barbie the works. I even redid the icons to a My Little Pony theme and tweaked the user interface to be pink purple coloured. I made sure there was a parental lock on the browsers to prevent anything prawn related from even showing up on the laptop. I installed TeamViewer and locked in my personal credentials so I could get on anytime I needed. And just for good measure, I installed a handy program called Deep Freeze. For those unfamiliar with it snapshots the drive as is and restores the drive to that exact image every time the power cycles. Only downside to this program is you lose anything you save on the computer when the power cycles. But that's not a problem, since I had gotten a bulk pack of thumb drives that were multicolored and came with lanyards. I even went a step above and beyond and got a My Little Pony skin for the laptop lid in case he thought of taking it to work again. I personally delivered the laptop this time, when the wife and daughter were home. The girly, high-pitched squeals of joy that nearly ruptured my eardrums made it all worth it. She went off on a joy-induced tirade as I show her and her mum everything I did, including all the shows and games I put on just for her. I then gave her a bright pink thumb drive with purple lanyard and explained that when she wanted to play the games or save anything, the drive needed to be plugged in. I set the save path for all the games to the thumb drive and added a shortcut to the drive itself on the desktop to make sure she wouldn't lose any schoolwork she was doing. I made sure both her and her mum knew the thumb drive had to be plugged in, otherwise things wouldn't be saved. I didn't mention the parental lock I set up, or deep freeze. I wanted that to be a surprise for my friend later. Both her and her mum thanked me. I got a big hug from the daughter, who was still flying around on cloud 9, and she was begging her mum to watch My Little Pony with her before I even left. I knew it was only a matter of time till I got an angry text or call from my friend, as soon as he got a chance to use the laptop. I was waiting with gleeful anticipation. I had dropped the laptop off on Monday, and I knew he wouldn't get a chance to use it until Friday, when he got back from a trip he took. Cut to Friday night, and I get a call around 8 PM, which I ignore and let go to voicemail. I get 3 more calls every 5 to 10 minutes, which I also ignore. Then I get a bunch of texts which I ignored till about 11 PM, when I figured he had ample time to try and F with the laptop to only be shut down at every attempt. I call him up with an especially snarky attitude, acting half asleep, just to annoy him. He said, "Finally, where the F have you been? I tried calling you and texting, but you never responded." "Oh, yeah, I had a long day, so I took an evening nap. What's up?" "What's up? This POS laptop is busted. That's what's up. I can't get anything to work right. I downloaded a game and tried installing it, but it says I don't have admin rights. I restarted it and the game files were gone completely, so I re-downloaded it, but it still couldn't install. It's not even letting me browse the web. I thought you fixed this. What the heck?" Calm down. I'm sure it's something simple. Let me remote in. Wait, you can do that? Yeah, I got sick of having to have it dropped off, so I installed remote software. Let's see. First thing I do is remotely restart the system. It did it again! What? The game I downloaded is gone from the desktop. Oh, yeah, I put software on the laptop that restores it to a default setting. Anything not saved on an external drive gets removed. I gave your wife and daughter a thumb drive. Didn't they tell you it was needed? No, what the heck? Why would you do a stupid thing like that? Well, I've had to fix this thing 3 times already, and I got sick of it. So I made sure anything you downloaded or tried to install would be deleted and blocked. You don't have admin rights, I do. Last time there was over a dozen viruses and malware from your games, and the games you were trying to run would barely run on this laptop, even if you had legit versions. What the F? Insert 15-minute rant I didn't pay attention to because I don't care. Well, why won't it let me browse the web then? Are you sure? Let's see. I bring up Google and start browsing standard sites. I hit a few cartoon sites I favorited for his daughter and say, everything looks fine to me. Could you be referring to the prawn sites that were in your browser history on your daughter's laptop? Yeah, I thought so. See, me being the upstanding guy I am, I turned on parental controls to keep web browsing safe for your 10-year-old daughter. The F is wrong with you? But... No buts. It took a lot of work to get this thing working for your daughter's sake, and then you use it as your personal play toy, which I had to fix 3 times? I'm done with your BS. I made it so your daughter can use her laptop when and how she needs. If you want to get your own laptop and F it up beyond repair, that's fine by me. No more freebies if you F something up being an idiot. If you think this is unfair, I'd be more than happy to let your wife know exactly what the issue with the laptop was, including screenshots of your browsing history. I don't mind helping, but you go above and beyond being a mooch a lot of times. Anything else you need help with? No. Have a great weekend. Click. Having spent over 18 years in customer service / tech support, I went a bit nuclear on him. But I'd had enough of this rubbish. Reminded me all too many times the problem isn't the hardware, software, it's the meat puppet smashing their face against the keyboard and wondering why stuff doesn't work. So I simply removed that part of the equation. Amazingly enough, he didn't have any more issues with the laptop. Wonder why? Well, the only time I was gotten a hold of was by his wife, asking me to update some things and install some software the daughter needed for school, which I was more than happy to do. Oh, what a great story. I mean, let's be honest, guys. This guy is a total perv. Why are you faking needing a laptop, right? And then going on it when you know it's your daughter's and watching adult stuff on there, downloading games like crack games, not even fully paid for games, and then saying to this guy, OP, who's being so helpful to you and is one of your good friends, it sounds like, that, you know, there's just a problem with it. When you probably know full well what the problem is. You're downloading loads of rubbish. It's obviously going to cause malware and viruses. That's just like common knowledge with computers. Don't download stuff that is cracked, not paid for, or just, you know, kind of illegal. Clearly, though, OP is the massive hero of this story. I mean, OP, what you did to ruin this man's life and all of his plans about, you know, fake needing a laptop for his daughter, but really using it for his own weird stuff that he does, which isn't really that, you know, normal. Yeah, just absolutely destroyed him. And the best thing about it is, though, not only did you just ruin this man's life, you also massively helped the girl's life. Like, she was so happy when she saw what you'd done. You went the extra mile to make her laptop so personal to her and just so amazing and perfect for her everyday use, you know, playing My Pony little games or whatever, or just, you know, doing schoolwork. Pretty insane stuff. Crazy that you could have caused such a massive, you know, turn in general feeling amongst the same family. You know, the dad's fuming, the daughter and wife, they're loving it. Incredible stuff, OP. You did an amazing job. Well done. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of r/ProRevenge. Definitely one of my favorite stories I've read out recently on the channel, so I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you do want more right away from the same subreddit, read out by me, boom. That's your playlist for you. If you are new around here, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you do want some lovely Christmas merch from yours truly, that's down here as well. It massively supports me in the channel, so I greatly appreciate it.